What's this crap?
Best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Looking at me, my mind has been wondering, what could it be? They point to the sky and I look up above, and a baseball falls into my glove. I play right field. It's important you know. You gotta know how to catch. You gotta know how to throw. That's why I play in right field, way out where the dandelions grow.
As a proud sponsor of Little League Baseball, Pizza Hut welcomes all the kids who make it great.
Making it great.
So, does anyone remember Domino's mascot, the Noid, and how awkward it is that he's making a comeback all these years later, especially after the giant controversy? Well, I remember. Also, I'm actually kind of going to do a retrospective on Pizza Hut's mascot. He doesn't have really any controversy. In fact, yeah, I'm going to talk about Pizza Head and the old Pizza Head commercials. So, let's get things started. Let's start talking about a great commercial, a great string of commercials of Pizza Head, and possibly their other inspirations and etc. as I go into detail on the original Pizza Head commercials from the 90s. Let's go. Pizza Head was actually started by Walter Williams at the beginning in 1991, and basically it's just him being tortured by his arch nemesis Mr. Steve, or Pizza Cutter Steve, and his helping friend Mr. Hands. Does this actually say or sound familiar to you? Does it sound like you possibly have seen this in your life before the Pizza Head commercials? I know if you're on my older audience, you probably know what I'm talking about. Pizza Head was developed by Walter Williams, who is a very familiar name to Saturday Night Live. In fact, watch this Pizza Head commercial, and I'll show you something that is very similar to it after we're done.
Pizza Head Show.
Hey everybody! When you buy a Pizza Hut Kids Pack, you can get a Johnny Quest Pack. There's Johnny, Haji, Jesse, and Quest World Johnny. One each week.
Look, Pizza Head, I already got mine.
Hey, those aren't the real guys.
Sure they are.
Hey, put me down.
And Haji Steve wants you to stop a comet from colliding with the Earth. Blast off! Pizza Head, the comet should be dead ahead. You did it! Congratulations, first pizza on the moon.
Thanks.
See you next time. The real Johnny Quest packs are at Pizza.
Okay, well, if you haven't realized it by now, this is the character that I'm going to be referring to in a moment. And you'll notice the eerie similarity between him and Pizza Head. So, let's take a look at that.
The only thing we can do now is plead insanity. Judge Slogo says you are insane.
Yay!
And that you need shock treatment.
Oh, no, but I'm innocent. You know I didn't do anything, Mr. Hands. No, wait, maybe that's the governor calling.
Nah, I doubt it. So until next week, Mr. Bill says...
The clip you guys just saw, for people who have no idea what the hell that actually was Mr. Bill. And as you can really tell, it's very similar to the Pizza Head commercials. Now, I'm going to dig deep into the history here of where these came from. Mr. Bill was a SNL character created also by Walter Williams in the very same format, and he was very, very popular on TV shows like SNL. Hell, even Mr. Bill got some of his own stuff. He even got a movie called The Real Life Adventures of Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill goes to Hollywood. Mr. Bill tries to do karate. It's just basically the same format. It's little bitty skits of trying to torture the shit out of Mr. Bill. And that's basically the same thing as, well, the Pizza Head commercials. They're very similar in tone, and with good reason. Walter Williams created both, so A lot of people, especially people that are a little older than me or a little younger than me, have called Pizza Hut a Mr. Bill ripoff. But can you actually really rip off, well, something that the creator created himself? I don't think so. Mr. Bill was a big phenomenon, and he was really popular in the 70s and 80s and 90s even. So, that's pretty much where Pizza Hut technically started. You're looking at a Pizza Hut prototype here. It's kind of cool when you look at it that way, and the history of it is kind of unique. It's just something that's really interesting to hear and listen to. So, yeah, this is basically prototype Pizza Hut. And the creator always would do these skits constantly. He basically got a second wind of Mr. Bill commercials, or whatever it was, no matter what. I mean, Pizza Hut was definitely Mr. Bill, while Sluggo was Steve. Hell, they even pretty much have the same lettering if you look at it that way. And I believe that's the same actor that is portraying Mr. Hands in the Pizza Hut commercials. So we're kind of getting somewhere with this. Now let's move on to the middle.
Oh, no way! Hey, wait, you guys can't go now. It's the best part. I called the pizza dude. All right.
And yeah, for a long time, Pizza Hut became Pizza Hut's big logo guy. It was huge. And what's weird, there wasn't much controversy with it. I mean, there was some with kids doing violent things to pizza, which I remember I was one of those stupid kids that thought you could beat the shit out of your pizza. But other than that, there really wasn't anything huge. There wasn't a huge controversy like what happened with the Noid, and the commercials were hot. I mean, they lasted from 1991 till about 97 or 98, I believe. And I just looked this up. Here I am giving out information and not knowing what the hell I'm talking about, but oh well. And the commercials went on for nearly almost 10 years. I remember them a lot through my childhood staples. I remember there was actually quite a few good ones. There was the Goosebump commercials, which was great. But one of my favorite ones would have to be the extra pepperoni commercial, which is this one right here. I always get a kick out of this one.
Pizza Head Show.
Hey, everybody, I'm here for my yearly checkup.
Look, Pizza Head, it's the world-famous Dr. Steve.
Hey, he's not a real physician.
Sure he is. And he wants to do some routine tests. Looks like you have a serious lack of pepperonis. We'll have to operate.
Is this really necessary?
Sure it is. Pizza Hut pepperoni pizzas have more pepperonis now. Ah, the operation was a complete success.
Oh, I look like a meatball.
You just need to rest, Pizza Head. It's time for you to go home.
Is it too late for a second opinion?
See you next.
So the commercials did have some pretty good lasting power, which is something that I normally talk about, the lasting power. If they go on for 10 years, now they weren't as long lasting as, say, the Butterfinger commercials, which lasted nearly 10, 15 to 20 years, and they still bring it back. It seems nobody really talks about Pizza Hut anymore, but there are some people that still have him buried in their memory. And he did a lot of promotional stuff. I mean, there was this commercial for Star Wars when the 1997 movie came out.
It's the Pizza Head Show.
Hey, everybody! I just saw the Star Wars trilogy at the theater. Man, that was really... Hey, what's that?
The Death Star is targeting us, Pizza Head, and Princess Stiva says you're our only hope.
Hey, he's no princess.
Sure he is. And he says you'll be okay as long as you use the Force.
Uh-oh, I don't want to go. Whoa, neato. Hey, why's that light blinking?
Look out, Pizza Head. It's Darth Steve.
Oh, boy.
Luke, trust your feelings.
My name is Pizza Head.
Whatever. Use the Force, piece of bread.
No, I can handle it. I'm hit! Get that Skywalker guy to do this! I'm going back to Pizza Hut where it's safe!
See you next time.
I don't think the Force was with me.
Yep, these commercials were going really good for a long time, but now we're gonna get to, well, like with the Simpsons Butterfinger commercials, what goes up must come down. Well, Pizza Hut was running out and running good. For a while, the commercials were very repetitive. And unfortunately, in 1997 or 98, the entire commercial spots finally just stopped airing altogether. In fact, the last two ones that I had seen anyway was the Pizza Hut commercial for the Johnny Quest cards, which I just showed, throughout when I was talking. And it's one of the very first ones that has several other things that I had showed throughout the video. And then there was this commercial, which is the Goosebumps commercial, which was the second to last one aired. And most likely, it was the very last one that I had seen.
Show.
Hey, everybody! I'm on my way to Pizza Hut to get a Goosebumps Kids Pack! Yay!
Almost there.
Hey, this isn't the right way.
Well, Scarecrow Steve says it is.
He's no scarecrow!
Sure he is.
Uh-oh, I think I woke the neighbors!
Look, Pizza Head, you'll be perfectly safe in there.
Okay.
Relax, the Goosebumps guys just want you for dinner. See you in the next lifetime. Now you can collect one of 3 ghoulish Goosebumps Glow and Tell story card sets when you buy a Pizza Hut Kids Pack.
Yep, that was the last Pizza Hut commercial that I had seen. But in 1998, something else happened. Someone else showed up with a commercial that Pizza Hut was using as a mascot now. So they had a brand new sponsor for the craze of the PlayStation 1. And what other sponsor could they get but, well, check them out yourself.
Turn the pizza around! It's stuffed crust, you eat it backwards! Carry on!
In case you forgot, you're supposed to eat stuffed crust backwards. With a ring of cheese baked right into the crust, it's the most fun you can have with the pizza. Right now, a large one topping is only $9.99. Pizza Hut, the best pizzas under one roof.
Would you like to work here?
Don't you know that this
So, yeah, Crash Bandicoot became the sponsor for Pizza Hut for a while, which is really weird. And I was going to do a video on these commercials alone, myself, but I decided to since he's not in that many commercials, he lasted maybe at least a year or two, and the commercials are about 20 seconds long. Basically, it's just Crash trying to promote the PlayStation 1 or get a free PlayStation 1 game demo disc with your meal and etc. And then telling people to eat stuffed crust pizza by turning it around. The commercials are silly. They're really stupid silly. This guy wears a bad Crash Bandicoot suit, and I mean terrible Crash Bandicoot suit, but it's enjoyable to watch because the campiness of the 90s, the last dying bit of the 90s and the early 2000s are in here. If this commercial had been done today, it would have been like CG, and everything would have been CG, but I don't know. I find something really funny about this dude just going around annoying the fuck out of people in his car trying to tell them to eat Pizza Hut pizza backwards. These are classic commercials. You can't really get enough of them, and honestly, they are really cemented in 90s pulp culture, and I don't think people really remember these either, which is pretty sad. That's about it for the Pizza Hut mascots, honestly. There really isn't that much more. They didn't try to reach out for any more mascots after this. So, that ends my Pizza Head, Mr. Bill, and Crash Bandicoot retrospective. I don't know. Anyhow, that's the end of this little retrospective. I hope you've enjoyed these little commercials. Back to the past, or is this your first time seeing these commercials? Let me know in the comments. Always remember, I'm listening.